Both political parties hosted watch parties in Metro Detroit, each paying close attention to their candidates as they sparred for the office.
Well, our teams were at both of those watch parties, the Republican Watch Party in Howe and the Democratic Watch Party in Midtown Detroit.
And 7 News Detroit reporter Brittany Toulis joins us live right there in downtown Detroit, raising the voices of Michigan voters this morning. Brittany?
Yeah, Alicia Keenan, voters say there are a number of issues on the table that are going to come into play for them in November. That's things like abortion, the economy, and the southern border. Those topics all made their ears perk. But those voters also said watching the debate itself also felt like both candidates were just spinning their wheels as those seconds ticked away.
For all the fanfare, I think was kind of lackluster. Honestly.
That criticism is being felt on both sides of the aisle here in Michigan as voters went to watch parties in Howell for the GOP and Democrats gathering in Midtown.
I thought it was good. It was definitely not the strongest debate for either of them.
Both President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump met on the stage for the first presidential debate ahead of the November elections. One topic that got voter attention at both the Democratic and Republican watch parties, abortion and the fall of Roe v. Wade.
I think they are hitting a lot of key points, mainly like the Roe versus Wade Act. I think that that's very important. I mean, it definitely affects me. So that's so far what I've gotten from it.
I'm also a pro-life activist, a leader in the pro-life movement, and I was disappointed by Trump's response. You can't say that you're pro-life or believe in a right to life and then say it should be left to the states.
Another topic that had Michigan voters' ears perked, the southern border and the flow of drugs moving across it.
The most important issue to me is fentanyl and the southern border, and I was disappointed that there wasn't the amount of time given to that question, that issue.
Rebecca isn't the only one who walked away wanting more actual answers from both candidates.
Too much attacking of each other. I think the questions that they asked were important questions, and they deviated too much from the questions to attack, and they didn't really address the questions.
But I truly feel that this election is not going to be about people being swayed one way or the other. It's going to be about people either staying home or going to the polls and voting for who they liked already.
And both candidates did agree to another presidential debate. That'll happen in September after both candidates formally accept their party nominations. For now, live in downtown Detroit, I'm Brittany Toulis for 7 News Detroit this morning.
And you know, a lot of times people have a different take and performance in that second debate, so we will see what happens. Brittany, thank you for your live reporting.